So Eunice, this week we're talking about the bad, and I hear that you have a story to share with us about a time that felt pretty bad. Can you tell me a little bit more about it?
Yeah, so I'm actually an international student from Singapore, and international students have a maximum of 3 months after graduation to secure for a job in the States before they have to return to their home country. And I've built up an entire life here, just really wanted to stay. Yet by senior year, just found myself being really anxious about finding a job.
Yeah, 3 months is not a long time. And on top of that, you're trying to apply to jobs and COVID hits. So what was that like and what kept you going?
Things definitely got worse. I kept getting rejected left and right, and it was just increasingly difficult to get a job. I felt really dejected, but it was actually this period of unemployment that helped me see that I had so much to be grateful for. First, I was never alone, and actually, the number of people in my life that I could turn to multiplied. One of them was my church mentor who created a Google sheet with with a list of referrals that I could get from people at our local church. It was just really encouraging to know that no matter who I reached out to, even people that I had never met, they were always willing to help.
Yeah, I think had you not gone through this unfortunate circumstance, you may not have been able to experience your church coming together like this and helping you carry this burden. What was it like to receive this kind of care and help?
Honestly, it was really hard because I didn't like asking for help. I thought that people would judge me or think that I wasn't capable or good enough. But because I was in such a desperate situation, I had to ask for help. But to my surprise, not only did I not feel judged, I also found others genuinely wanting to carry my burdens for me. And that was actually what really softened my heart to just open up and receive help with my situation. One verse that my mentor shared with me through this time was Philippians 4:6-7. So instead of being constantly trapped, in my fear about the unknown future, I saw this as an opportunity for me to learn to trust God more. And then in April, I actually got a job offer from Ghirardelli Company.
Wow, congratulations. That's awesome. So that must have been a huge relief for you because you would be able to stay in the country.
Well, I wish my story ended there, but a month later, I actually got a call from my recruiter telling me that my job offer was rescinded because of my visa status.
Yikes, that's really rough. How do you thank God in a situation like this? And how did you respond?
I was crushed, and honestly, there was a strong desire within me to want to blame God for all of these things that happened. But I called my mentor, and she prayed for me, asking for strength to just trust in God despite this unfortunate turn of events. And she actually also offered to send my resume out to the entire church to ask for any possible referrals. And immediately, I began receiving responses just from people all around the country. I felt really thankful, but also undeserving at the same time. But I think it's because of this that I found the strength and hope to not give up on my job search.
Yeah, I think if you had buckled down and given into your fears and anxieties, you probably wouldn't even be here today sharing your story. So how did that situation transform you as a person?
Yeah, so I think, as I look back, I think God really made use of that time to draw me closer to Him and just to see how these were actually perfect opportunities for me to just express gratitude and just experience God's goodness. So, despite not having a job, I had God's people, I had His words to turn to for strength and encouragement, and I had security. These things are just far beyond what a job could offer. So, honestly, I don't think I would have just been able to fully understand this or even deepen my faith and trust in God had I not gone through something like this.
Wow, that's really encouraging. And I'm really thankful that you got to share your story with us today, Eunice.
Thank you.